curve this way.
Christmas to me is always a promise of hope, joy, and love. Together with the Jesuit Communications and Arete of the Ateneo de Manila University, I wish to invite you to celebrate Christmas with us in a very special concert entitled The Third Noel, Light Up the World, spreading hope in solidarity with all the nations. The show will be streamed on December 11, 7:30 in the evening on the Facebook pages of the Jesuit Communications, Radyo Katipunan, Arete, and other social media partners. May the light of Christmas spirit shine forth from within our hearts.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing giting at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Welcome to The Rundown, where we take you right into the action with the latest sports news, updates, game previews, breakdown, and analysis in, around, across, and beyond the Ateneo. And now, let's get ready to run down!
Right, I think that's it. What is up, Blue Eagle Nation? Thank you again for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon over here at V, Voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9. To all our listeners and viewers out there, I hope you're safe at home with your families. And keep tuning in lang because we got a special episode today. Kasama natin ang hashtag Baller Doctor ng UST. First, I want to congratulate yung freshman year English classmate ko, whom we now address as Doc Joma Adornado. What's going on, bro?
What's up? Sobrang tagal na natin naging... Tagal na no?
Yes.
Grabe.
Kung bibilangin what? 2011-ish? 2012? At least 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
Pero, I mean, Joma, no, a lot has happened since then, since freshman year of college. Pero these past few days, you've been popping up on social media, doing interviews here and there. Kumusta? What's it been like for you, yung just getting all this, this attention so far?
It's very overwhelming. Like I said, like yung mga naging caption ko, yung mga sinishare ko mga articles, it's very overwhelming. I think it's also because what I did, yung from basketball nag-shift to medicine, and coupled with me, yung dad ko, ganon. I think it's a fresh topic in a way.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but I'm very thankful for everything that has happened, for all the people na supported me, my story and stuff like that.
Oo naman. Pero syempre naman, Jomo, no, iba rin kapag Ateneo mismo yung nag-i-interview sa'yo, di ba?
Oo, of course. Grabe yung love ko dito sa Ateneo. I played for it. Sobrang na-miss ko nga yung Blue Bubble. I heard it a bit kanina sa intro eh. Yung mga parang mga drums natin, yung mga ganun. Kakamiss yung feeling.
Oo naman. Like, ano ba? Like, I know you've taken a totally different career path, diba? Syempre, you also dreamed about, diba, playing hoops on a very high level. Pero you still miss it? You still miss yung the competition?
Of course. I think nung coming into med school, slowly ko siya na let go. Like, I'm looking forward na to the future. Oh, I'm gonna become a doctor. I have to put this into a hobby lang. Kasi it was my life before. But then, sumasali ako sa mga basketball leagues na meron kasi parang UAAP din yung med school. FEU is there, Ateneo is there, UP is there. Yung mga may sarili school pride rin naman. And may competitiveness rin siya. Tsaka yung the pride in winning talaga. Parang it brought my competitive spirit back.
Right.
So yun na yung parang pinaka-basketball ko at the time of me studying sa medicine.
Yes. Pero of course, Joma, no, you deserve all yung the attention, the congratulatory messages na yan. Of course, di ba? Yung accomplishment mo pala, you are one of the 3,538 examinees who passed the medical boards. Ni-research ko yan.
Wow. Yeah. But everyone naman, I bet, like, worked their butts off, for this. This is, like I was saying to people, this is like the championship version for doctors. Like winning the championship. Ito yun eh. Ito yung parang pinaka-goal namin eh. Like all the hard work, everything na you put in, dito siya lalabas sa exam na to. And when you pass it, sobrang sarap ng feeling. So sobrang congratulate lang dyan to the rest of my batchmates for passing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely. Tapos Joma, no, like, we were talking off air, about your preparations, diba, for the boards and everything. Ngayon ba nakakahinga ka na? Parang finally, 7 months of preparation. Like, oras ko na to chill naman.
Yeah, actually, it's so different right now. For example, the first day after the exam, parang hindi mo alam gagawin mo. Like, you're just so used to waking up early and then having coffee and then grabbing your book and then studying until the night. And then, ngayon, parang, what else is there to do? Like, let me catch up on my Netflix. I don't know.
Ganun na.
Yeah, it's so different. Like, you're just so invested in it for the past few months na you forget, like, what else is there but to do.
Parang nabakante kagad yung schedule mo eh, di ba? A huge part of it.
Oh, yeah. And we can't work pa kasi we still have to get the licensure, the mga license numbers namin, and may oath taking pa kami. May mga may mga in store for us in the future pa na bago kami maka-practice. It will take a few months lang naman. Yung oath taking.
I see. But Joma, no, kanina we were talking about how you miss yung Blue Bubble chats, yung just playing hoops talaga for Ateneo. Well, I remember nung college pa tayo. Kasi syempre, 'di ba, marami kami mga basketball fans naman na alam kung ano nangyayari sa UAP. So, yung mga usap-usapan namin, pag, uy, napapanood mo si Joma sa IAC, ganyan ginawa niya, ganyan. Tapos, oh, balita ko, he's gonna make the cut for Team A this year. Like, kami, believe na kami, na you were there. Like, you were just so darn close to it for I don't know how many times. Diba? You even made yung Phil Oil lineup. I remember that. And then, magugulat kami. We just be shocked that, what? Joma didn't make the final roster. Parang, at that point ba, parang, how are you dealing with yung, so close but not quite, yung ganun?
Well, first of all, you have to take into consideration yung pagpasok natin nung first year tayo. Yan yung mag 5 feet pa lang yung Ateneo, di ba?
Yes.
Parang third pa lang ata yun or fourth. Parang basta naabutan natin yun eh.
Yeah.
Yung first year tayo. And you have to look at all the players hanggang sa pinakadulo ng bench. Everyone deserved to be there. The reason why parang ang daming, kunwari, tayo pag naglalaro tayo sa college covered courts, people were, ang galing ni Joma, ba't hindi siya nati-team A? Well, hindi rin nila nakakalaban yung mga nasa bench ng Ateneo, team A that time. And magaling din lahat yun.
Right.
Like, wala akong masasabi sa kanila. Like, everyone deserves to be there. It just so happens na I came into Ateneo na no one needed help kasi why fix what ain't broke, diba?
Sure.
Maybe if I was given a chance or like pag lumipat ako ibang school, maybe na team A ako. Pero at that time, medyo stacked pa talaga Ateneo. The reason why we kept winning is stacked talaga yung Ateneo.
Yes.
So, medyo frustrating siya for me kasi syempre dream ko yon. Pero at the same time, deserve talaga ng lahat. Like, everyone fought for it. Everyone talaga.
Right. You know what, Joma, parang looking back at the lineup, yung sinabi mo in stack, like, I can rattle off names right now at your position. Wing, diba? College. Kurt Long, Tonino Gonzaga, Ryan Buenafe. I mean...
and wala pa nun si Von. Papasok pa lang si Von and Kiefer.
Yes.
So second year ata ako nun, or third year, papasok pa lang sila. Gwen Capasio pa. So parang grabe talaga. You know, Ateneo is the best kasi grabe recruitment system niya. Grabe talaga yung scouting reports.
Yes.
You know, and as a player from Team B, you have to work your butt off talaga to get that. Yeah.
Parang we'd hear of guys, diba, being elevated from Glory B going up to A. Pero parang they come so far and few. I mean, diba, these success stories, you have to realize na parang it takes, may halong ano na rin eh, just getting that right break, no? Just to crack that lineup. Yeah,
being at the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Pero I mean, Joma, looking back at your Team B experience, successful pa rin naman. I mean, nag-captain ka, 'di ba? And then like looking back, you know, parang when you look at your Team B experience, parang would you say, hey, you know what? I gave it my all. It was a success pa rin.
Oh yeah, like my teammates back then, super one of the best talaga. Like sila Carlo Balmaceda, sila Charles Chu. Yan yung mga seniors ko eh. La Jumbo Escueta, Poy Eram. Lahat ng mga nag-residency sa Team B, naging sa Team A right na Team A. Galing sila Team B eh. So naging teammates ko sila. Kahit sila Elorde, sila Chris Newsome. Lahat 'yun na naging teammates ko. And madami ka rin talaga matututunan eh sa Team B as a basketball player. Like, I really developed my game. Yeah. Kasi sobrang hands-on talaga yung coaches eh. Especially like one of my favorite coaches talaga, Coach Sandy Arispacochaga. Like, super developed us. Like, we were 20 sa Team B. At kaya niya ipasok kami lahat sa isang game, mananalo kami, and makaka-score 90% sa amin.
Wow!
Lahat. As in, for example, bench player ka, 19th ka off the bench, he can make a play for you based on your strength. That's how much he knows every one of us. And that's what I love about him, Coach Sandy. Gagawa siya ng play. For example, one of my really good friends, Nino Atelano.
Yes.
Big man siya sa team namin, pero he's 5'8", 5'10". Pero sobrang lakas niya. Gagawa si Coach Sandy ng play for him. Papasok, give him the minutes, and makaka 2 points siya. Ganun kagaling yung organized basketball na Ateneo.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you see it until now, even in TNT. Like I'm sure Coach Sandy has played a hand in like developing sila RR Pugoy, diba?
You know, iba yung coaching staff ng Ateneo. Iba talaga. Like if yung si Coach Norman at that time, yung pinaka-head, siya yung nagpapakita sa media, siya yung makikita ng everyone, ng alumni, pero the backstory of all the assistant coaches, they played such a big role developing each player.
True.
Like hindi talaga makikita siya ng marami unless you were there.
Right.
Diba?
Right. Parang ang galing, no? And to go from our generation, that Norman Black era, diba? Going now to Tab Baldwin, it's parang mas gumaling pa yata eh.
Yeah, of course.
Diba?
Of course, you know, the coaching staff remained the same. Like yung coaching staff ni Coach Norman, ngayon yung knowledge nila about kay Coach Norman, meron na rin silang knowledge about kay Coach Tab. Yes. Parang nag on steroids na yung mga coaching staff natin. So, hence another championship for the sila 30, diba?
Yeah. Yun nga, it's nice to see that development, no. Pero Joma, of course, yun nga, no, going back to these of course disappointments. I know it would have been, diba, if I were in your shoes, it would have been difficult to accept na, parang ang hirap talaga to crack the Team A lineup. Pero how did that prepare you for yung grind, just the mental toughness that you need for med school? Diba? Like, kaya na sinabi mo sa Facebook post, hashtag that stuff was not light. Diba? I mean, you have to be mentally tough to go to med school.
Oh yeah. Like, especially I think UST is one of the toughest talaga. Kasi they will just bombard you with so many exams sa isang araw. Like, I remember I had like 6 exams in 2 days. And how are you gonna prepare for that? How are you gonna study for that? You also have to take into consideration, alin ba dito yung mga hindi masyadong makaka-affect sa grade ko. Tapon na natin yan. Bahala na yan. Hindi ko na aralin. Yung mga big exams yung aralin ko. And you will fail. You will fail a lot of subjects. A lot of quizzes. You will fail this. Tapos may 4 ka pa in the afternoon. Resiliency lang talaga is needed.
Right.
You know, it's like missing the shot. You go back on defense, balik ka. Stop thinking about that missed shot, and then you're gonna get another opportunity to shoot.
Right.
And dapat nakalimutan mo na yun kasi bagong shot na to, bagong circumstances na, diba? It's like losing yan.
Yeah.
Natalo Miami last year, bawi sila. You know, stop living in the past. Parang ganun lang.
Who would you say was parang, of course, you know, you had your coaches sa Team B, no? Pero who would you say was kind of like your coach in med school na helped you along the way?
Oh, my seatmates. Sila talaga, kasi ako, I'm not pre-med. Pre-med.
Yes.
And may mga seatmates ako na former nurses, medtechs, PT. And ay nako, magtatanong. Uy, paano to? Ano to? 'Di ba? Kailangan hindi ka mahiya na just ask, know that na you're not the smartest person in the room, know that someone else can be smarter than you. Right. Know that everyone can be a teacher. Learn from them, ganun. So, aside from my very wonderful professors, it's also the friends that I had with me.
Yeah.
Na kept helped me to get through med school, you know. Yung circle mo is very important.
Kumbaga, kayo rin magtutulungan kasi ang tagal nyo magkasama, di ba?
Oh yeah. Tsaka sa med school, parang ang goal natin lahat is the same, is to become a doctor.
Yeah.
So, why would you not teach me, di ba? Parang hindi na tayo naglalabanan for a valedictorian or the honors or top 1 ng class kasi ang dami na natin eh. We're just going for that goal to become a doctor. And syempre, gusto mo hilaan kayo. Like, oy, halika dito. Ito yung level natin lahat. Dito tayo lahat. Ito yung study material. Study this. Gonna, I'll teach you this. Like that. It's all about helping one another.
True. And parang, essentially, you could say, going through med school, diba, with the help of your seatmates, it's like working on another team, diba? It's like playing on another team.
Oh yeah. It's like that.
And Pero Joma, no, when did like, kasi I know Comtech ka eh, di ba?
Yeah, Comtech, Communication Technology Management. You know,
Yun.
people still get surprised.
Yun
Even
nga
when I was in med school, everyone would always ask what my pre-med was. And it's not a pre-med. Sorry.
Or like, yun nga, no? Going for TB, taking up Comtech, parang, when did it dawn on you? When did it become real na, all right, like, I'm going for a career in medicine?
You know how, di ba every year, I will always try for Team A, and I always fall short. At one point in my life, parang I was trying to take a step back, reassess whether is this the career path I wanted. Imagine mo if ma-PBA ako, one injury, one very bad injury can be the end of it, and what if 1 year lang ako doon, or sabihin natin 5 years. That's 5 years off na parang wala akong other thing to fall back on. Diba? If employer ka, would you want to get someone who played in the PBA for 5 years na, or a fresh graduate ng Comtech, diba? Parang inisip ko na ng ganun. And then, yung barkada ko, like one of them, Miko Soliano, he's not pre-med also.
Okay.
And he was talking to me na him and his mom na I can be a doctor kasi anak siya ng doctor. Also my other teammate si Nino Atelano, anak rin ng doctor.
Oh, okay.
So sila parang they were trying to convince me na parang this can be a career path for you. And slowly na-convince nila ako na yeah, sige, pwede. Pero what are the steps I should take to get there?
Yeah.
And then Miko was like, let's check the prerequisites for Ateneo Med. Kasi at that time, gusto namin Ateneo Med. Diba? Ateneo.
Yeah.
So, sabi ni Miko, well, we have to take science courses. So, sabi niya, these are the prerequisites for Ateneo Med, and kailangan natin siya take. Now, this was the time na mag-extend ako for my 5th year. Kasi Ateneo said na why I should extend for next year and see if I can get into Team A. Walang promises naman. Like, maybe this is my shot. Diba? This is the era after the 5P. This is the first year after the 5P.
Okay.
Tapos, hinold ko yung dalawang subjects ko. I think it was like history ata or something. One of my 4th year subjects, hinold ko siya, and another one, para hindi ako mag-graduate. Kasi mas mahirap daw yung if mag-masters ako and then yung AP, parang mas mahirap yun. So, hinold ko siya para hindi ako mag-graduate, extend ako 1 year. And then, I can take mga science courses at that time. Kasi I only had 2 subjects for a year. So, nag-enroll ako sa cellular molecular biology.
Wow.
Nag-enroll ako sa chemistry tsaka sa physics. Yung mga prerequisites ng Ateneo. And this was so funny because I was 5th year and I was classmates yung mga Nat Sci ng 1st year. Di ba Nat Sci may physics?
Yes.
I remember that. Classmates ko mga 1st year when I was 5th year.
Okay.
So and then Miko was like, Joma, kailangan rin natin ng biochem. Pero if we take biochem sa Ateneo, kailangan ko pa mag 6th year for that. So, ang haba ng story, nag-cross-enroll pa kami sa another college, sa Anonas, World City Colleges, for biochem for a summer, just to be eligible for Ateneo Med the next year.
I see. Okay.
And then, nung hindi ako nakuha, this was coming into 5th year, hindi ako nakuha sa Team A, tumuloy kami sa Team B. Medyo stuck kami. Nandun si Ike. Nandun oh my God,
okay lang.
Basta sobrang stuck kami noon. As in, tas nag-champion kami. First ever champion ng Ateneo sa Father Martins.
Okay.
And this was against San Beda tsaka yung upcoming team ng NU na magti-Team A. As in, natalo namin sila. And I had like 28 points nung NU.
Yeah.
And leading scorer ako sa Sinbeda Championship at that time. And then, the alumni were telling me to extend 6th year naman daw to try for Ateneo. Pero my mind was already set sa medicine at that time.
Parang you really wanted it na kasi, di ba, even cross-enrolling just for that, parang I'm sure na you wanted it bad, di ba?
Actually, my dad was sort of hindi maka-move on. Kasi syempre gusto niya anak niya mag-basketball. And he knows, lagi niya sasabi, I'm very talented sa basketball. Pero at the same time, very sportive siya. Very sportive. So he told me to submit my name sa PBA D-League.
Okay.
So nagpa-draft ako sa PBA D-League and I got drafted. So I was supposed to play for a team, UP-based siya. I was teammates with sila Jet Manuel. But then, nung nag-champion yung Ateneo, sabi ng mga alumni and some of the coaches, if I wanted to try pa rin for Ateneo. And if I play for D-League, hindi na ako makaka-play for Ateneo if I do plan on. Kasi parang amateur, tas magpo-pro ka. Bawal backwards na from pro to amateur. So sabi ko, kinausap ko yung management ng D-League. Sabi ko, I think D-League will always be there. This is an opportunity for me now to play for Ateneo. One of my dreams. The management was so cool about it. They let go of me, wish me good luck. And then right after that, humabol ako sa Team A sa Bacolod kasi that was university games. May university games at that time.
Okay.
And I played well actually dun sa mga games na yun. And also yung mga out-of-town games namin kasama ako at that time. And I trained with them all throughout the until March. And then sabi ko, I think this isn't for me. I don't know, may nangyari lang na feeling for me na I don't think I want. Nawala yung hunger ko for basketball at that time. So sabi ko, I think kinausap ko si Coach Yuri. Siya yung coach namin for Team B and nag-champion. Tapos siya yung coach Team A. Sabi ko kay Coach Yuri Escueta na hindi ko na gusto mag-basketball. And then a few weeks later, I received an envelope from UST that I got in for medicine. Yeah. So everything parang aligned lang. Like,
Parang after one door closes, parang hey, here comes another opportunity. Diba?
Yeah.
Ganun. I mean, just curious, no, Joma, no? Parang your dad, of course, alam natin his accomplishments. Hindi pa Growling Tigers noon, glowing goldies pa sila noon. And then here comes his son going to UST, not to play hoops, but to become a doctor. What was his take on that?
Of course, yun yung home niya for ilan years, diba?
Yeah.
So and UST with their buildings, medyo mukha pa rin ng yung feeling niya whenever he goes and picks me up or watches some of my games there. He would always make kwento. Oh, dito kami nagpa-practice, wala pa yan dati. Natutulog lang ako dito sa taas ng ng basketball court dito. It was nostalgic for him siguro. Pero at the same time, it was nice for me to represent some kahit yung mga low-level basketball, not the same as before. Yeah. To represent UST in a way. Kahit sa palarong medicine lang. Mga ganun lang. It was nice to have UST sa chest mo, you know.
Parang somehow, no? Yeah, I kind of represented UST pa rin, no?
Yeah.
And pero Joma, no, when I texted you about coming over sa Radyo Katipunan last week, your dad was coming off surgery pala. I didn't know.
Nagpa-hip replacement siya sa right hip niya because of arthritis. Basically from all the wear and tears of being an athlete, you know. Medyo comes with it, and you know, usually most athletes will have it in the latter part of their careers like that.
Is that another reason why you thought about medicine, specifically sports medicine? Parang seeing your dad, of course, diba? You know how playing long years of competitive basketball, what it does, diba?
Yeah, actually, with rehab medicine, I only saw that this was a possibility when I was fourth year in medicine. When I
Yeah.
was, we had a rotation in rehab medicine, and ito pala ginagawa ng mga rehab medicine.
Mm,
And at that time, ang gusto ko pa ortho surgeon. Pero I think with my expertise and knowledge as an athlete, I think I can harness the or improve people better pag i-rehab ko sila. I'm already doing a lot of research na, like, I have this group yung with Nino Atelano and Dan Hipolito.
Okay.
We're doing Renaissance athletes,
right.
and we're trying to slowly educate people the right way to parang get healthier, lose weight kung gusto mo, get
Yes.
buffer kung gusto mo, like that.
Yes. Actually, nakita ko some posts coming from that IG page ng Renaissance
Yeah.
athletes, no?
Yeah.
And you guys are, alam ko, you guys are getting swole on Instagram, and that's cool and all. Pero Joma, like, how important is it, diba? Like, when it comes to, I know you're a big advocate of fitness and conditioning your body the right way.
Mm-hmm.
But how important is it? Kasi right now, when you go to YouTube or Instagram or wherever, these influencers and models will say, oh, just do 100 squats here, just do 1,000 push-ups there. That's how you get this body. Pero how important is it? You know what? Go back to the science first before taking up a new workout, or, okay, I'm going to try this diet. No, go back to the science.
Actually, the science is the one thing that's missing right now in not all, siguro, majority of what people are telling people to do, especially yung mga influencers, like you said. Like, I think it's more of lost in translation. And if sinabi ko sa'yo, nakakataba ang rice, may echo mo na yun sa lahat as your own interpretation.
Yeah.
And actually, ngayon ko pala, sinasabi ko ngayon palang hindi nakakataba ang rice. Okay? So many people are so scared of it na magna no rice diet. It's not that. If you go back to the science, when you eat rice or donut or whatever, hindi siya mag-register sa body mo as donut. Hindi siya mag-register sa katawan mo as rice. Mag-register yan as fats, carbs, and protein. Now, if you go over the amount na required ng katawan mo, doon ka lang tataba. Not necessarily because of the rice, but because you're eating more than the required. Yun lang naman. And yung mga influencers na yan, their hearts are in the right place. I just encourage them to do research lang sana, kasi you have people following you, especially celebrities.
Yes.
Wala, ay nako, yung celebrities na yan, sobrang yung mga gusto nila sabihin na diet na gawin ng mga tao na to.
Yeah.
It's not really healthy for everyone.
Yes.
Like, it can work for you kasi you are already thin to begin with. Pero I don't know, as a doctor, 'di ba, health is my primary concern.
Yeah.
And eating healthy and going to the gym is a primary prevention for a lot of diseases.
True.
And I want to start with that then. Kasi that's where I can help right now. I can touch a lot of people with that mindset. Diba?
Right.
Helping them and giving them the right ingredients, the right knowledge to go towards their goal.
Yeah, okay.
That's why we're doing Renaissance Athlete. Yeah.
Right. So aside from getting swole, makinig kayo kay Doc Joma, hindi nakakataba ang kanin o yung mga carbs na yan, di ba? Hindi.
It's overeating it. It's
Yun.
overeating it. You are allowed a certain portion of carbs in a day. And that's why gumagana ang mga iba-ibang diets actually. Kasi at the end of the day, it's just binabawasan mo lang ang intake mo. They're all the same. Walang diet na mas okay than the other. Kung anong pinaka-diet na kaya mo gawin, that is the best for you. Kung kaya mo mag-vegan, sige, mag-vegan ka. Kung kaya mo mag-ketone ka. Kung kaya mo mag-IF, mag-IF ka. Ang goal lang ng lahat ng diets na yan is for you to be in a caloric deficit. That's all. If you go back to the science and you identify the commonalities, it's the same lang. It's the same lang.
Okay. Yun. So just to clear it out, yun na. Yun na yung best advice mo for anyone who wants to lose weight and that.
The diet that you can do forever. Yun yung gawin mong diet.
Ito naman, Joma, no? Of course, you played team sports. I grew up also playing team sports. Pero, okay, pagdating dito kasi sa mga teams natin, lalo na sa Pilipinas, simple lang yan. Yung coach mo, yung trainer mo, they will give you, yung mga vague tips or they rely on yung mga sabi-sabi lang. Exhibit 1, masahihin mo lang yan na may efficacent oil saka alcohol. Stretching lang yan.
Pagpag mo lang yan, pag natapilok ka.
Yung igulong mo lang yung paa mo sa bote ng Coke, yung mga ganyan. I mean, ikaw, Joma, how do you see yourself sort of, you want to debunk these myths that are being practiced? Diba?
Yeah. I think we should be far away as possible from the 1980s type of coaching, 1990s. Yung mga Coach Carter, yung mga ganon. We should take a step back now away from that and look at the science kasi sports in general and fitness and health, sobrang daming research. As in, nakakagulat the amount of research na hindi rin alam ng coaches natin and yung mga coaches na nag-aral. And this is coaches na with the degrees.
Yeah.
And I think as I'm very frustrated with this kasi I do a lot of weightlifting. I did powerlifting.
Yeah.
Actually, lahat halos nagawa ko na. And I study them talaga. I study them on why they do it, bakit ganyan yung regimen. And nakikita ko yung mga trainers ngayon, bara-bara lang sila. Wala silang goal. May mga few ako na parang traversing that na yung mga bagong types of training ngayon na they're really they're on their way. Pero yung Coach Carter type of coaching dapat hindi na ganyan eh.
Right.
Iba na ngayon eh. It's not yung papatakbuhin ka forever, bawal mag-water break. It will not increase your endurance.
Right. Okay.
Yung walang water break na yan, hindi mag-increase endurance mo dyan. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Yung grade school kasi, bawal mag-water break.
Yeah.
Na-feel mo ba? Bawal mag-water break. You are actually declining the possibilities ng athlete mo para mag-grow dyan sa specific time na yan ng training nyo. Kasi hindi na siya nakaka-recover as fast.
Sure.
At that moment lang kailangan ma-produce mo sa kanya yung pinaka-optimal na training environment Tsaka yung recovery niya at that moment to do the same sets, do the same runs.
Yes.
Yun.
Like,
so,
alam mo, Joma, no? I just wanted to point out, just came to my mind right now, no? Maybe over here sa Radyo Katipunan Sports, maybe just like a few episodes or anything, parang we can talk about sports medicine and in light of current events, in light of athletes, diba? You know what? Kasi like I'm a big fan of, I don't know if you follow him sa YouTube. His name is Dr. Brian Suterer.
Okay,
Dr. Brian
I heard of him.
He breaks down all these injuries from pro athletes and how it happened, why it happened, what's the recovery plan for this, and yun nga. And okay, I'm getting to this question for you. We all appreciate basketball coming back, diba? The NBA, the PBA, all these bubble setups coming up. But there are also great case studies for the frequency of injuries. So just like go back to the NBA bubble. Jonathan Isaac of the Magic, he tears his knee. CJ McCollum playing with a broken back. Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo going down in the finals. And then most recently, you have Klay Thompson tearing his Achilles. Parang, is this a cautionary message na, you know what, they're playing high-level competition too fast, too soon? Like, I know they've been working out at home, diba, lifting, doing what they can. Pero iba kasi yung gym shape sa game shape, diba?
Yeah. Actually, I was talking to this, I have a friend, I was talking to him about this. He's a PT. And he opened up to me, bakit ang daming mga injuries ngayon sa NBA, 'di ba? Like yung mga athletes, ang daming injuries.
Yeah.
And I think masyadong nagmadali coming back. And people weren't game shape at that time. And there's actually studies na on the level of return from a long break.
Yeah.
And the higher intensity, pag pinilit mo ibalik yun, the higher chances of injury talaga. And at the same time kasi, the NBA, grabe rin yung ano nila, yung schedule nila.
Yes.
82 games.
Yes.
Grabe. Ang hirap maka-recover nun. At the same time, kailangan mo talaga mag-build ng base. And you know who's the pinakamagaling mag-build ng base nila? Si LeBron. LeBron is the best at building his base.
Okay.
Isa pa si Antetokounmpo.
Wow.
Kasi you can tell by if a person is building their base, if tingnan mo sila sa start ng career nila and gaano sila kabatak ngayon.
Yeah.
Nakikita mo na every season, they're trying to become better, bigger, mas hypertrophy muscles nila. Alam mong mas conditioned sila than the season before.
Yeah.
And I think yan yung kulang sa mga athletes natin, especially here in the Philippines.
Right.
I think masyadong na-overlook ang nutrition and strength training here in the Philippines.
Yes.
Kasi I remember when I was in Ateneo, first year, second year, addict ako mag-gym. Like, you can always see me in the gym. I would always do bench press. I would always do squats, deadlifts.
Yeah.
And kasabay ko, at that time, one of mga PBA teams, actually 3 PBA teams nag-training doon.
Okay.
And yung bench press ko, mas malakas pa ako sa mga big mans ng isang PBA team at that time. Kasi they don't take their weight training seriously. Here in the Philippines, hindi talaga. Kasi addict yung mga, syempre ikaw, basketball player, gusto mo put up your shots, mas addict yung mga tao improving their game.
Yeah.
Pero they don't know the underlying benefits of strength training.
True.
They don't.
True.
Ang dami lang paper, like may mga endurance athletes na kumakausap sa akin, like magbe-benefit ba yun sa kanila. Endurance athlete to, as in mga bikers saka marathoners.
Yes.
And ang dami ng papers na nagsasabi na even if you are an endurance athlete, you have to lift weights kasi may risk 64%. If I remember the journal, 64% decrease in injuries if you do weights.
Wow.
Compared to stretching alone, stretching lang 4%. Stretching will not do anything. So yung mga stretching to reduce injury and stuff, 4% lang mababawas sila. 64% ang lifting.
Yeah. Yeah. And Joma, no, parang strange as it seems, pag sinabi mong weightlifting dito, ay, masisira jump shot.
Ay, nako, masisira shooting ko.
Oo.
Ay, nako. Pag mag-bot, Steph Curry can deadlift 400 pounds.
There you go.
Nakita mo ba yung video na yun? I was trying to look for it, but I saw it before. Nag-deadlift siya 400 pounds, easy lang. If you follow Bradley Beal is such a beast in the weight room.
Yes.
If you follow Gordon Hayward, if you follow lahat yan, sobrang beast. Yung NBA, I'm talking NBA, beast sila in the weight room. And have you seen a PBA player na at the start, kasing laki ng katawan ni Antetokounmpo, tapos nag-progress the same way? Nakita ka na ba? Can you recall someone who's like that? Maybe nag-hypertrophy muscles a little bit, pero you can see na take for granted siguro yung nutrition, na take for granted yung strength training. And I think yan yung gusto ko talaga ma-pierce kasi magaling tayo magaling yung skills natin Not only in basketball, in other aspects But by the way, I was also track and field for Ateneo.
Oh. Okay.
Nag-high jump ako. And ako, like looking back, yung regimen ko for weightlifting, iba talaga. Ang daming points to improve on.
Right.
Like I think yung weightlifting ng athlete should focus around specificity rin naman, 'di ba, ng sport nila. But at the same time, you should also look at yung, for example, Usain Bolt. Look how massive he is.
Yeah.
Bumagal ba siya?
No.
No, he's one of the fastest, di ba? One of the fastest. He is the fastest in the world, pero he's super grabe yung bicep niya, grabe yung shoulders niya.
Yeah.
And sinasabi ng mga tao, especially in basketball, if magbuhat ako, babagal ako eh. No. The more muscle you have, the more force your body can give you to propel from point A to point B.
Yes. And di ba, Joma, no, just to touch up on what you said, I remember in an interview, Tim Grover, of course, we know him as MJ's trainer. He mentioned something about lahat kasi ngayon, parang you're slowly becoming averse to weight. So parang lahat, resistance bands, all these mobility and flexibility. Pero sabi niya, look at MJ and Kobe, parang they built the foundation by lifting heavy metal, di ba?
Yeah, if you remember, if you watched the Netflix of The Last Dance, di ba? Jordan natauhan na siya na kailangan niya nung tinatalo siya ng Detroit at nung 90s.
Yes.
Sabi niya, kailangan ko magbuhat.
Yeah.
Kailangan ko lumakas.
Yeah.
At he hit the gym so many times, nagbuhat siya ng magbigat, walang resistance bands. And he would smoke cigars and drink alcohol. pero ngayon wala nga alcohol, walang cigar, pero yung I think the regimen then is it can be corrected pa. I think we have to also, there's this book I'm reading right now, yung specificity of training talaga for athletes.
Yeah.
And there are certain things that you have, parang ibibigyan mo ng grade yung workout how much does that athlete need these athletes need this workout. So for example, the squats, how much will that affect the current sport the athlete is in?
Okay.
And then you take a step back, what about yung mga wobble board na squat na nakikita natin on yung nagtitrend ngayon, di ba? Mga kung saan sila nagsasquat na nag-wobble yung board nila. Hindi siya at all reflectable sa sport ng basketball. Just basketball pa lang. And I see basketball players doing it. Kasi pinapagawa sa kanila ng trainers nila. Kasi kailan ba mag-shake yung floor? Ewan ko kung mag-shoot ka lang ng jumper tapos bigla na lang mag-earthquake, baka lumabas yung specificity ng training mo.
Baka.
Diba?
Tama.
And hindi nila, porket nakikita nila na ginagawa yun online, that doesn't mean that you have to do it. That you have to take a step back and look at the science. We're back again to the science. Super dami talaga nung research about it. And the specificity should be the number one priority. If it's specific for your sport, then you should do it always.
Right.
If it can help you in your sport, you can add it on a general basis. If it tangential lang siya, like for example, flexibility.
Okay.
Like you can do yoga. Like Phil Jackson has the Lakers, the Chicago Bulls. He would have them do yoga. Pero not every day. Like hindi sila hindi nila ilalabas lahat ng funds nila for yoga lang. Mag-champion tayo.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying, na tangential lang yung mabibigay sa'yo ng yoga for basketball.
Yes.
And if it's tangential lang, then you should do it once in a while. So yun yung parang i-grade mo siya.
Okay.
Often, sometimes, tapos sobrang mga once a week, and then never. Minsan pa nga yung mga never dapat, yun pa yung nabibigay ng mga coaches sa mga players nila.
Oo.
Nakaka-frustrate lang kasi I don't wanna attack the coaches. Kasi I don't wanna put them down.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start vlogging. I'm just gonna put it out there to educate people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So,
Joma, you're always welcome to share your thoughts, your insights about sports medicine, rehab medicine over here sa Radyo Katipunan. And
thank you.
of course, and okay, Joma, just to wrap up our hoop talk, Okay, NBA season, it's gonna start in a few weeks. We're all excited for that. I know you're a you're a Lake Show fan. Nakita ko yung
Oh, yeah.
Kobe jersey mo.
Kobe talaga eh. Actually, LeBron hater ako eh. LeBron hater ako.
Okay.
Pero, top na siya ng Lakers. We have to love him. Actually, I don't hate him.
Yeah.
Hate ko yung fans niya.
Yeah, true.
Yung fans niya, yung may problema. I think nagkakaroon siya ng bad rap kasi of the fans. Like, he's a good player, di ba? He built a school pa in Cleveland and all of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pero, okay, Joma, no? The Lakers, they're going for their repeat bid, di ba?
Yeah.
But, okay, LeBron is 35, going 36 soon.
Okay.
How important is recovery going to be, or the lack of recovery? Kasi, look, they just couple of months, they went all the way to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
In just what, 1.5 months, they're going to, it's not 82 games, but 72 games pa rin.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes a toll on your body, di ba?
Yeah. For me, if I was LeBron, I wouldn't play the first few games. Like, especially his age right now. Like, especially yung mga na-acquire nila mga players.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you're back.
Especially yung mga na-acquire nilang players, di ba? I think they can hold their own, and recovery. I think yung mindset ng people. Well, I think in the NBA gets naman nila yung recovery.
Yeah.
Pero in people in general, especially people who are lifting, as yung coaches natin, hindi nila naiintindihan ang recovery here sa Philippines. The recovery is actually the most important part of an athlete's a chance to improve on it. Kasi magi-improve. Kasi dito talaga in terms of medically, dyan mo makikita, mag-a-adapt yung muscles mo, mag-hypertrophy siya. Right. Dyan talaga yung mag-recover. It's very crucial talaga to give it time to have that mga... Sa NBA, sobrang dami nilang mga machines and stuff to recover, di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba? And LeBron's doing all of that. If you watch the mga short documentaries niya, lahat ng pwedeng gamitin, bayaran. He spends 1.5 million ata on recovering lang eh.
Wow.
Dollars, yeah. My personal chef, for his nutrition, all of that.
And you see the product. I mean, 36, diba? Going 36, but he's still as strong as ever. So there you go.
I think he will have, if he's not the GOAT, he is the one who has the greatest career. As in career, of all of them.
Yes.
If they play the ball, Jordan, bigyan natin yung GOAT sa kanya. Kasi undefeated, all of that. Sige, bigyan natin. Pero si LeBron will have the best career out of all of them.
Yes.
Best assist, most points, assist, lahat ng categories kasi siya ang pinaka-healthy sa kanila.
Right.
Kasi 1.5 million yung ginagasta niya sa recovery, and I don't think yung 50% ng mga nakukuha niyang recovery, wala si MJ noon. Hindi pa to na discover.
Yeah.
And ito yung yung longevity ng basketball for LeBron. Right. Baka nga hanggang 40 yan eh. With his knowledge and yung, di ba? Yung talagang sinispend niya for it.
Yeah.
I know, he will have the best career.
And you said it, Joma. It's
sorry.
It's health and longevity. That's it, diba? That's the secret behind it.
Yeah.
And okay, so Joma, I think that's all the time we have for this afternoon. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Radyo Katipunan. On behalf of the Ateneo community, of course, proud kami of our #BallerDoctor, Doc Joma Adornado.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Joma, before we end lang, any greetings, shoutouts, mga gusto mong batiin? Go ahead.
First of all, I want to congratulate all my batchmates who passed the boards with me, and I want to shout out all my barkada. You know who you are, Nino, Renz, Daniel, Nico, Dane, and Nico. and everyone who has been there on my side. Without you guys, wala ako here.
Okay.
Everyone played a role talaga in my life.
All right. So I think that wraps up things for us on Radyo Katipunan Sports with Doc Joma Adornado. You're gonna see him again soon, no? When we talk about anything with sports medicine or rehab or injuries. All right. So
sure.
Joma. Thanks, Joma.
Okay.
Ingat.
See you.
All the
Bye-bye.
best.
Welcome to the Rundown, where we take you right into the action with the latest sports news, updates, game previews, breakdown, and analysis in, around, across, and beyond the Ateneo. And now, let's get ready to run down!